Imagine being so broke that you rent out air mattresses on your apartment floor just to make rents.
That's exactly how Airbnb began. Today, it's a global platform worth billions, transform how we travel and stay around the world. But how did it all start? The story begins with two roommates, Brian Chesky and Gebbia, both graduates from the Rhode Island School of Design. In 2007, they were living in San Francisco, struggling to pay their rent. Around the same time, a big design conference was coming to town, and all the hotels were fully booked. That's when they had a crazy idea. What if we put air mattresses in our living room and rent them out to attendees? They called it a airbed and breakfast place to sleep and get breakfast. They created a basic website and surprisingly, three people signed up to stay, paying $80 each. That was a spark. Excited by the response, Brian and Joe partnered with their old friend Nathan Blecharczyk, a tech guy who helped them code and expand the platform. Their idea was simple yet powerful. Let anyone rent out their space to travelers anywhere in the world. But things didn't take off immediately. In fact, they were rejected by several investors. Most people thought it was weird. Why would anyone let strangers stay in their home? But the trio believed in their idea. They launched the site SXW but got barely any traction. They tried again during the 2008 Democratic National Convention in Denver, where over 20,000 people were attending and hotels were full again. This time, they got a lot of listing and bookings. Still, they were broke. They came up with a creative idea to raise money. They sold cereal. Yes, you heard that right. They made custom Obama O's and Captain McCain cereal boxes and sold them for $40 each during the election season. They made $30,000. That money helped keep Airbnb alive during the tough times. Eventually, they applied to Y Combinator, one of the most prestigious startup accelerator. Paul Graham, the founder of YC, initially laughed at the idea, but after hearing the story, he saw the hustle. Airbnb got accepted into Y Combinator in 2009. That changed everything. With mentorship and funding, they improved the platform, redesigned the user experiences, and started expanding to new cities. Slowly but surely, Airbnb started growing. By 2011, Airbnb reached 1 million bookings. They began expanding globally, first to Europe, then Asia. The company kept raising funding, including a 112 million round led by Andreessen Horowitz, making them a unicorn startup. The idea of sharing economy was catching on, and Airbnb leading the way. But they weren't without challenges. Cities like New York and San Francisco began cracking down on short term rentals. Landlords, hotels, and the governments didn't like what Airbnb was doing. There were legal battles, protests, and regulatory issues. Still, the team kept innovating and offering travel experiences, professional photography, host support, and even luxury rental under Airbnb Lux. Then came COVID 19. In 2020, the travel industry collapsed. Airbnb lost 1 billion in bookings within weeks. They had to lay off 25% of their staff, but they adopted. They focused on longer stays, work from anywhere packages, and local experiences. And by the end of 2020, they went public on the stock market with a massive $100 billion plus valuation. Today, Airbnb operates in over 220 countries, has hosted more than 1 billion guests, and continues to reshape the travel industry. From air mattresses on the floor to billion-dollar IPO, that's the journey of Airbnb. Airbnb's story teaches us your biggest idea might be hiding inside your biggest problem. They couldn't pay rent, so they turned their living room into a business. With creativity, hustle, and belief, they built a global brand. What problem are you focusing today? That could be the start of something great. Like, share, and subscribe if you found this inspiring, and comment below which startup story should we cover next.